A Hamilton community reeling after a horrifying and violent incident on Saturday left 3 people dead. Today, we heard from neighbors about what they witnessed. Let's go to Catherine McDonald, who's outside the home where this all happened. Catherine.
Yes, Alan, people who live in this quiet residential neighborhood say they were simply terrified by what they saw and heard here on Saturday night. Today, forensic investigators spent the day inside the home collecting evidence, trying to piece together what happened. And we also heard from homicide detectives who tell us they will not be releasing the names of the victims because they have yet to meet with the families.
Feel bad for the families and feel bad for them. Like I said, this is senseless, like crazy.
What happened on Jones Road in Hamilton on Saturday is something neighbors say they will never forget.
We heard a couple bangs go off, and then of course he heard a scream.
We heard a scream and I said, well, somebody's definitely hurt, because you don't usually hear screams like that unless somebody gets hurt.
Police say it was 5:40 p.m. when they were called for a shooting. When officers arrived, the 2 tenants, a 27-year-old educational consultant and her 28-year-old fiancé, an electrician, who were living in the basement apartment and were trying to flee from the home, were dead.
I just heard the gunfire, so I come out the front door.
This man talked to a father and son who happened to be driving by.
They told me they were just coming up Jones Street here, and the girl just had come out the door, and they were right here, so he stopped because she was yelling for help, and he told her to jump in the back of the truck, and he was just going to go up the street. And the guy come out and let her have it in the back.
Officers say the suspect, the couple's 57-year-old landlord, barricaded himself in the home. Area residents were advised to seek shelter, and roads were shut down as there was a standoff with police. 4 hours later, there was an exchange of gunfire, and the gunman was killed.
Then about 10:30, we were sitting out back and we heard more gunshots, about seven to 9 shots.
Detectives say the victims' names will not be released until after they meet with next of kin on Tuesday.
Well, imagine the families are really nothing short of broken right now.
Struggling to figure out how a dispute between a landlord and tenant turned deadly.
Over some type of a health concern within the residents.
How would you describe him as a neighbor?
Bad news. To be honest with you, yeah, bad news, yeah.
The next door neighbor says he worried about his wife, who was home alone on Saturday.
She was scared. She was just hoping that no shots would come through the windows. Yep.
Terrifying.
Yeah, it's terrifying, yep.
And property records obtained by Global News find that this home is owned by a man named Terry Brecka. He purchased the home in 2003 for $115,000 from a woman that neighbors tell us was his mother. Police say that the landlord, the man they shot here Saturday night, was a registered firearms owner, and he was not known to police. Alan.
Thank you, Catherine.